Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my holiday TBR, all of the books that I'm hoping to get to this year for holiday and Christmas romances. I am so excited. I actually love these so much that honestly if I could I would read them all year round. There's something about them that just feel so cozy and cute and just get you in such a spirit. I'm wearing my Santa hat and I got my cute sign up, so I'm already in the Christmas spirit, but these are going to get me even more in the Christmas spirit. So without further ado, let's hop into the video. So the first book that I have on my TBR is A Christmas to Die For. I haven't actually heard much about this, but I saw it and I saw that it was MM in a paranormal holiday romance, which really intrigued me. I didn't read much more into it, the synopsis, but I thought it was very intriguing that it was a paranormal one, and I thought this one would be a good like blend of some like still spooky-ish fall season with Christmas. So I thought this one would be a really good one to start with. The next book on my TBR is Christmas in the Scottish Highlands by Donna Ashcroft. I've heard that this one is very hallmarky, and this is what I think I typically think of when I think of Christmas romances, is this book. That at least that's what I've heard from reviews. So I think this one follows a teacher. The female main character is a teacher, and she moves into the Scottish estate to take care of it because she got in an accident with the woman who owns the place, and then her grandson shows up and they start immediately butting heads, but obviously there is an underlying attraction there as well. The next book on my TBR is Snowden Fling by G. Marie, and this one is actually a New Year's Eve spicy novella, which I don't think I've actually read any New Year's Eve romances, so I wanted to put this on here as one to keep an eye on when it gets closer to that season. I don't always love spicy books for Christmas just because to me it's more like wholesome and stuff like that. I don't mind some spicy scenes, but it's got to have a plot as well for it, especially for Christmas romances for me. But New Year's, maybe it's a different story. The next series that I want to pick up is the Costa Brothers Cozy Christmas Comfort Romance, and these are all available on Kindle Unlimited, and they just sound really cute. I think each one follows a different brother. The first one being Tommy and Mary and the 12 Days of Christmas. And I think they each have their own tropes as well, and the titles are very like Christmas sounding names. So the second one is Bruno and Gloria and the 5 Golden Rings, and the other ones are Luca and Ivy and the 4 Calling Birds, Gio and Joy and the 3 French Hens, Paulo and Noella and the 2 Turtle Doves, and Nico and Hope in a Partridge in a Pear Tree. Oh, I just realized this is like the song of 12 Days of Christmas. Dun, 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 dun. Wow, I can't believe I didn't notice that earlier when I was looking at it, but I'm just realizing it now. Yeah, but that makes me even more happy. I definitely am going to pick these up on Kindle Unlimited just because I love a good Kindle Unlimited romance. So even better that it's the holidays. The next book on my TBR is Once Upon a December by Amy E. Reichert. I don't really know what this one is about. I got it in my countdown box last year for my book advent calendar that I got last year. So I don't really know what it is about because by the time I got the book, it was sort of after Christmas, so I never ended up reading it, but I definitely want to pick it up. I only have 3 physical copy Christmas romances that I haven't read yet, so I want to pick those up before I get to any more. The next book on my TBR is Jingle All The Way by Debbie Macomber, and this one again looks like just very hallmarky, cutesy. I think this one is going to be very much very, very wholesome from the looks of it, but it's got a dog on the cover, so of course I have to pick it up because I love when there's dog side characters in romance books. I love it so much. The next book is A December to Remember by Jenny Bayliss. If you've seen any of my other videos, you have probably heard me talk about Jenny Bayliss. She is one of my favorite authors. All she does is write Christmas romances, and I kind of equate her to Emily Henry of Christmas, Emily Henry's summer romances to Jenny Bayliss's Christmas romances. At least in my mind, that they're very equivalent, and I read them every single year. I love them every single time. Some are obviously more of my favorites than others, but I'm very excited about this one. From what I remember for this one, it is the sisters have to throw a like Christmas town festival in order to get their inheritance, and they haven't been back in a while, and so I think it's just going to be so cute and Christmassy, and I'm very excited. I don't know if this one's really going to be as much of a romance or if it's going to be more sisterly, but I assume there will be a romance since it's Jenny Bayless. And I probably will also get to her other books, do a reread, just because some of them are my favorite and they always get me in the Christmas spirit. The next book on my TBR is Snowden by Catherine Walsh. I heard really good things about Catherine Walsh's Christmas romance from last year. I think it was called like Holiday Romance or something like that. It was something very like simplistic, the title, but I heard nothing but really great things about that one. So this one is her newest release from this year, and it follows the female main character left town after she broke off her engagement, or she ran away on her wedding day to the town's like golden boy, but she has to come back into town, and right before she's going back into town, she meets up at a bar and bumps into one of her old classmates, and they decide to go back and pretend to be fake dating just because they think it's going to make their lives a lot easier. So it's got some of my favorite tropes in it, like fake dating, holiday romance. So I think this one I'm going to really love. The next book on my Christmas TBR is The Christmas Clash by Suzanne Park, and I don't really know much about this one either, except that I'm pretty sure it is a YA Christmas romance, so I didn't have anything like that on my list already, so I figured it's a good one if I'm feeling something just like very, very fluffy. I think that one, I feel like this one will be that, as well as I think it's a little bit of enemies or hate to love kind of thing. And last but not least, the one on my TBR is The Christmas Orphans Club by Becca Freeman. I have heard really good things about people who have read this already. This one seems like it's going to be just very wholesome. It's not going to focus a lot on romance from what I've seen, so don't go into it thinking that it's like pure romance. It's going to be a lot of friendship and found family, which I think is a great trope for around Christmas time, and it just seems so wholesome. Also, the title on the thing is from Carly Fortune, who is one of my favorite authors because of Every Summer After. And so I immediately was like, okay, I need to check this one out. So it's another new release and I'm very excited to pick it up. Okay, those are all the books that are on the top of my TBR, at least right now, for Christmas and holiday romances. Let me know in the comment what is on your TBR. I'd love to hear and get more ideas, because I'm sure that I'm going to be reading a ton at the end of November and beginning of December. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.